to bring that to the profession, bring that to the legislature, bring that to the schools, to actually move forward with this conversation. So the press release says, the American Academy of Chiropractic Physicians, AACP, was officially launched today during a relicensing seminar sponsored by the Florida Chiropractic Physicians Association. AACP, a section of the Association of Health Sciences Colleges and Universities, also known as AACP, was formed in 2014 to optimize the compatibility of health sciences education with scopes of practice. Dr. Stephen Perlstein, president of AACP, said AACP is the organizational home for advanced practice initiatives. Many chiropractic physicians in this country and beyond wish to practice to the full extent of their education. ASCU and AACP will work to promote educational and legislative initiatives to allow doctors who wish to practice with plenary licensure and other forms of expanded scope to do so. AACP will build on the work started by New Mexico, which in 2008 created a law that provides the additional education and training for chiropractic physicians to utilize a limited prescriptive formulary involving oral and topical medications, as well as the use of injection procedures for pain management. Advanced Practice Chiropractic in New Mexico has certification through the New Mexico Board of Chiropractic Examiners, we're called APCs, and is one next back something you may not know, and also holds a 3N DEA license from the federal government. We broke the ceiling on that. Vice President Dr. Rob Jones said AACP will fill a much-needed advocacy role for those doctors seeking to expand their scope of practice. The board of directors, whose members are a cross-section of chiropractic physicians from across the U.S., has spent a year developing plans and working with schools and training groups to form AACP. Membership Chairman Dr. Bill Doggett said, now is the time for all chiropractic physicians interested in advanced education and legislation to join together and make it happen. AACP will be holding a series of forums in 2016 with experts and shareholders to further develop programs and plans for advanced practice. Further information about AACP is available, including membership, on its website, www.aacp.net, and here you see the home page. And right off the bat, it tells you American Academy of Chiropractic Physicians is the international clearinghouse for legislative and cultural advancement of chiropractic scope of practice. We assist any state desiring advancement by providing resources for that process. So, I've been involved as a chiropractor, like I said, for over 33 years, and I've been involved politically for almost all that time, actually, in New Mexico. And what we've been able to do in New Mexico is something rather extraordinary, but it really should be commonplace. I know that there are many other states in the process of trying to get something together to move their state forward with an advanced practice, if you will. And I have learned through my experience that it takes a lot more than rhetoric, a lot more than talk. The talk is good. As I've said, the FCPA has talked a lot about advanced practice. And now what we're doing, and out of my legislative experience, and also the Vice President who unfortunately could not be here, our experience in the legislative arena, we're going to take that, and we're going to assist any state that wants to advance in whatever they want to advance. We know how to do it. We know how it's done. It's not like there's a magical formula, but we've been in the trenches, and we know what it takes, and we know the formula of what one has to have in place for things to happen. We have talked with states before AACP even came about, and the same kind of issues came up. Essentially, we don't really know what to do. We don't quite know how to do it. How are we going to make it happen for our state? There is tremendous opposition. You know that. There is tremendous opposition. So what does the opposition have that AACP does not have? Well, the opposition has money, and that's why we have membership in AACP. So I'm going to tell you, first of all, I invite you all, you can do it right now on your phone. Go to AACP if you want to look. And AACP has just about every bit of information that you would want to know about this organization and what we're going to do. If you don't get fired up from reading what's on the website of AACP, I don't know what we can do. But, because I think it's very inspiring. And I'm the kind of person who does not take things lightly. If I say that we are going to do this, we are going to do this, and it will happen. I want you to feel very assured that this is the real deal. This is not just another group like other groups that have come and gone that is going to talk a lot about what they're going to do, but they're not going to do it. So there is a membership. And the reason that there's a membership is because we need to raise money. Because the one thing that I've discovered, and I think you all know, is it takes money to do this. It takes money. Money is the power. Money is the greasing of the legislative wheels. It takes money. Well, so what I want is everyone in this room, and I sure wish that there were more, to join AACP. I want to tell you why. There's not many people in this room. But just do the math. First of all, I guess I didn't say how much membership is. Okay, you're sitting down, so $20 a month. $20 a month, that's it. Membership is $20 a month. You may not want to advance your own practice. You may be quite happy doing standard chiropractic, but you also may feel that you want others to have that privilege and right, that chiropractors should practice to the top of their education, that they should be free to educate themselves as much as they want and be rewarded for that and be credentialed for that and do it the right way. So many people don't want to practice the way I do, but you may feel that, yeah, go for it. You should be able to have that right. That'll cost you $20 a month. Now think about it. I think that there's more than 5,000 chiropractors in the country who feel that way. Just a conservative figure of 5,000 chiropractors, $20 a month, that's $100,000 a month coming in. That's over $1 million a year. What can we do with that money? What can your $20 a month do with that money? Well, it can do a lot. Because money greases the wheels of the legislative process, as I said. And without it, we can talk all we want, and it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. I've been around enough discussions and heard the complaints, and I'm with you. But it's not going to happen without money. So, money is going to go towards the legislative process. Money is also going to fund lobbying activity. AACP has a lobbyist who will be the lobbyist's coach. So if Florida wants to advance, and you have a lobbyist, AACP's lobbyist, who is New Mexico's lobbyist, who has been in the trenches, will be the coach for other states' lobbyists. And, biggest of all, I think, the money will go to media outreach. Now, we decided to start, we would have a soft opening. This is a soft opening. We're talking to you. I've come here specifically for that, to talk to you. And we did send out the press release, but only to chiropractic organizations. We are waiting to build up the funds because it costs a lot to send this out to national media, international media. When you start doing that, suddenly this conversation comes alive in ways that you personally could never make it happen. Oh, you can put it on Facebook. But this is bigger than that. This is where you go to Google News and there's a conversation about this. This starts to create it way beyond this room and way beyond what even this website can produce. This moves it into another arena. It's going to take money, $20 a month. That's it. You got to look inside yourself and say, you know, am I a supporter of advancing the chiropractic profession? Yeah, $20 a month, that's what it'll cost you. If we don't do this, if you just sort of sit back and say, God, that's a great idea, or you're wondering if it's going to work, all I can tell you is without the money, it's not going to work. It's a great idea. It's not going to work. But it will work if we get thousands of members and $20 a month. And then we will have the money to do this. I've been there. This is what it will take. I don't want to take up all of your time, you know, but I wanted to read you something that was very important to me. It means a lot to me. And it is the way I operate. And I invite you to operate the same way if you feel strongly about the profession of chiropractic moving forward. And this is a quote that you may have heard. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, right? The chance to draw back. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves also. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would have come his way. Whatever you can do, or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. That's what AACP is. That's what AACP is doing. I'm the president of AACP. And we will do this. We will do this because you will join. And thousands will join. And we will have the money to make it happen. Otherwise, it's just rhetoric. What you can count on me is to lead an organization that's going to do what it says it's going to do. That's what you can count on me for. I've proven that in New Mexico.